good.
That's good.
Ghost them.
You gotta ghost. That's my favorite thing to do to people.
We
All so unhealthy.
Why?
I am
Really,
the queen
why?
of ghosts.
Hey everyone, Chris here from Realridesharestories. On this channel, we do a lot of different things within the rideshare industry, whether it be tips and tricks, bad driving caught on camera video compilations, or most importantly, what happens inside the vehicle. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber or Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or a driver, record yourself, send it my way, and maybe you could be featured on the channel. So I got a pretty good story for you today. It was a couple of girls that I picked up. Just really funny what had happened. Some of the conversation just went all over the place, talking about different TV shows and other ideas and things and just some crazy stuff that happened. It was pretty funny. So here you go. Check it out and I'll see you after.
How's it going tonight?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks for asking.
500 feet. Turn right on Skeetersville Road.
Park shades. Every time I get into an Uber here, I just think about the time that I go, hey, are you here for Margaret? He goes, I'm not in Uber.
Wait, what? Oh my god, it says hi Lindsay on your dashboard. This is the coolest Lyft I've ever been in. Okay, sorry.
Wait, is this a Lyft or an Uber?
This is a Lyft.
Okay, Lyft is so much better than Uber. That's the tea.
I always have good experiences with Lyft.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you make that do that? That's so cool. Sorry.
It's given through Lyft.
That's so cool.
5 stars.
How
5
long have you been a
Uber.
Lyft driver for? 5 side? Let's roll.
Since October of last year.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Do
Are
you
we
ever
gonna
film
be
like
famous?
prank videos? Where'd your vlog can get so much?
A different YouTube channel me and my buddy are doing is actually going to be,
Oh my god, that's so fun.
we're going to do scam baiting videos. So like
What is
people,
that?
you know how like people call from this IRS that are fake?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I know a few channels that do that, and it's just cool for like education purposes.
Yeah.
And just the entertainment value, because these people just freak out when you do it.
No, somebody called my grandma like 2 years ago, and my grandma's like very old, and they told her that my cousin, who was probably I think 22 at the time, was in jail in Mexico on spring break because he got too drunk, and they needed her to wire over like $3,000.
That happened to my grandparents and they did it.
They did it.
They did it in Walmart gift cards, and then my mom called my grandma yelling at her.
No,
Yeah,
like, because my
and
grandma
that's
then called me.
the exact thing. Everybody like,
And
and they
knew so
sound
much.
convincing.
They knew a lot. They knew his name. They knew his address at home. They
Yeah,
knew her
no.
name. Like, they knew
They
everything.
even picked the cousin that would for sure get arrested.
Oh no,
my
they picked the wrong
God.
cousin.
No, there's 14 of us. There's for sure a handful that
No,
would
I'm
get
saying for
arrested.
me, they picked the wrong one. Like, my cousin would never end up in jail.
Oh.
Too drunk.
I always hang up on those calls.
No,
though.
see.
But like,
Yeah,
when
that's
you're
the best thing to
my
do.
grandma's 87 now. She was 85 at the time. Like,
No, yeah, you.
and she was genuinely nervous, and so she called me, and I was like, because my mom wasn't answering, and I'm like, you mean like not in Mexico? He's home. He's in Florida.
That's so funny.
And she's like, no, I don't know what to do. She's like crying. I'm like, don't answer these people. Like, and I literally had to have my cousin call her. Like, you need to call me and tell her you're not in Mexico or in jail.
My grandma got catfish.
Aww.
Yeah, she lost a lot of money, and now my mom doesn't talk to her. She wants to be a part of her life.
Wow.
Because after she found out that she was being catfished, she was convinced that they were lying about catfishing her and that he really loved her.
No.
So she just continued to send him money, but instead of wiring it to him, she mailed it to him. Oh my god, I feel like I should not be saying this on the hidden camera.
She should be on Catfish on MTV.
I love
Catfish
that show.
Senior
That's a
Edition.
wild show.
That was off the record, by the way.
That was a
Her name is
wild
not
show.
Lindsay.
Has anybody ever like actually watched Catfish?
I've never seen one where they're like actually the person.
I
guess
have,
that wouldn't
yeah.
make sense for the show, but like
I feel like I
actually
may have catfished somebody.
Some kid
How
asked
do you
me.
catfish?
I don't think I like actually
I-
catfished somebody, but I think I
possibly.
like made someone believe I was way cuter than I actually am.
That's called catfishing.
But
I
like a
think I
low key catfish.
That's what
enhanced
someone
my
told
photo.
Margaret.
Yeah, I was Snapchatting him, and I just like happened to look ugly that day. Like I didn't have any makeup on. I was just in my bed, and I like wasn't showing my face. And he was like, "Why aren't you showing your face?" I'm like, "Cause I just look ugly right now." And he goes, "Are you catfishing me right now?" And I was like, "No, like I am not a catfish." And then the kid at that frat told me I was a catfish. I was like, he's like, "You follow me on Instagram," and I was like, "Oh, like do I look like my pictures?" And he goes, "Kinda." I was like, "What do you mean?"
No, I was like for sure convinced I was catfished once.
Well, hold on. Everything posted on Instagram because it's filtered. Isn't that technically catfishing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I
you're
never show
altering,
my
like,
face
your
really
weight,
in
not
my
altering what your
Snapchat,
face
or in my
looks like.
Instagram.
But like, how do you differentiate that from like wearing makeup?
That's so
Yeah.
true.
You know what I mean?
Like, are you
My
catfishing
friend
yourself when you put on foundation?
My friend can literally, she looks like a totally different person when she does a full face of makeup. Totally different
I
person.
feel like everybody totally does.
No, she's like legit. Very different.
No, I don't know. Like last semester, I was like talking to this guy and like over Snapchat, like he looked like super buff and like muscular and handsome. And then I met up with him, and he was like a little like like the meat guy from SpongeBob. He was like he looked just like that.
The worst is when you meet them and they're really short.
And
you're
Oh my god.
Also, his voice
Margaret,
had
that's
like
what happened with Connor.
oh my god,
I
did
was
not
so
sound
shocked.
like his like it didn't match his like body. Like he was just
Yeah.
like a small boy, and he was like, whoa. I was like, sir.
Sir,
And then I got trapped in his apartment until the next day. And he
but
kept-
trapped?
How do
Yeah.
you get trapped?
I'm a little nervous about this.
we were
What do you
watching
mean?
The Office, and then he fell asleep while holding me, and his grip was so tight that I couldn't leave, and I kept trying to like slide out, and every time I like moved, he would like hold me tighter. So
Oh my
I
God.
stayed there the entire night, and then the next morning he was like, "Let me make you breakfast," and I was like,
Gotta
"No."
go.
I was like, I have an
now.
exam. It's okay. And then like we never talked again.
Good.
Good.
That's good.
Ghost them.
You gotta go. That's my favorite thing to do to people.
We
Oh,
both-
so unhealthy.
Why?
I am
Really,
the queen
why?
of
Have you ever been ghosted?
Oh,
Personally,
not really, but my buddy has.
Yeah.
It's
What's
so
your buddy's
mean.
name? I had a friend named.
And
Oh no!
like I never understood
That
the
just, like,
reason
boggles
why
my mind.
that people just don't be like, yo, this isn't working out.
Well, I mean, isn't that the message it sends?
No.
It just, you're like, what happened to you?
You ever watch X on the Beach?
Yeah!
I love that show.
This
Did you see the dude who came back and he, like the girl ghosted him and was like, ain't that pretty clear? And he's like,
Yeah. No.
that's kind of how it can be though. Like you don't necessarily know. It's just
Oh my
like
god, that's like my favorite show. I can't believe you watched that. Such a good show.
Did you watch it?
I haven't kept up. No, I
You
haven't.
know what show I want to watch? Which is Temptation Island.
No, you know what you should watch? Are You the One?
I saw like
Did you watch Are You the One?
I've been watching it since season 1.
I watched part of season 1 and then I
Have
just
you
got
been
too
watching
like
Survivor without
not
me?
into it.
Okay.
I haven't seen like the last.
I haven't. I only watched the
I
first two
feel like this
episodes.
Survivor
too.
conversation
This,
happens
like,
every time we're
you'll
all
be here, right?
together.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here.
Wait, did you guys watch the rest of The Bachelor?
Yeah, I finished.
I
No,
was kind
actually,
of
I have.
over
Okay,
it.
Cassie's a bitch.
Yeah, she's so fake.
I
She's
have
like,
5 more
she's
minutes of the episode left, but I'm like really pissed off.
Yeah,
She's
she's
a
so
bitch.
fake. She doesn't love him, and he's so cute. I love Cole.
He's like head over heels for her and she's just like,
Yeah, like the
I
way he
don't
looks at
know.
her is like the way I look at my dog. Like,
I know.
he loves her
He's
so much.
He's so nice.
So I
I just
looked at
sound
them
so-
And
girls
Hannah
like,
B
Callie
should not be
Rose.
the Bachelorette.
Hannah B
she's so annoying.
is the
Isn't
worst.
she like crazy?
Yeah, and she's like
Is that the one
as
that's in
dumb
the
as
fake
it gets.
accent?
No, that was the bitch, like Allison or something. Okay, Bree, remember like what about like when they introduced like the first 5 guys and he was like, oh, you're from the South, like I'll go down anywhere for you, and then Chris Harrison was like,
This was like, stop that.
he was like,
right
that wasn't
now.
poor taste. This is a family special.
I love
That
Chris
was
Harrison.
important. Yeah, just a
Also,
little
like,
bit.
why did we have to have a whole 20-minute segment of the episode trying to determine if they had sex or not?
I know. I was like, just let
Ew.
it be.
Wait,
I kind of
what?
wanted to know though, and then they didn't tell
I
us.
missed this
No,
part.
they
What was
for
this?
sure banged.
Ew.
After the fantasy suite, like after they showed them like closing the door of the fantasy suite,
Oh, they
they had
100%.
like Goose, Jason, Ben, Demi, and like 2 other girls come up and they were like had like for a 10-minute conversation and being like, so do you think they had sex? And like they all went around and shared their opinion. And I was like, what is the purpose of this?
Just
I
like
skipped through it. I watched it on Hulu, and I was like,
I was watching it at work today and I was
They're
like, this is so
probably like,
cringy.
we have to meet this like 40-minute time, like so we need something.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Bachelor's like really losing its edge.
I thought the season was funny though.
No, I hated this season, honestly.
Oh really?
I've hated every season since JoJo.
Okay, I want to be on The Bachelor so bad. It's
Oh,
not even
I do
funny.
not-
Like,
are
I
you
want
kidding?
to
Okay,
audition.
has these fucking things on my head.
Don't expose me later when I'm on The Bachelor. She's not there for the right reasons, because I'm not going for the right reasons. I just want to be on TV.
Okay. But when I go on The Bachelor, like, I'm actually gonna end up falling in love and getting married and having a luxurious lifestyle.
We could be on the same season, and we can get down to the final 2, and I'll be like,
Oh my
bye,
God.
sorry.
Mark will
let's
help
have
you.
an
I have no real
alliance.
feelings.
Let's have an alliance.
Is this the Hunger Games?
Yes. I'll make him hate me at the end.
Conversation
Just be like, yeah, I never actually wanted to date you.
Oh my god, that would crush
Like
me.
Lindsay does, though.
I don't think I'm that mean, but
I'm not sure if I'm really feeling it with Colton, but I think that Lindsay really is.
honestly, if I was on Colton's season, I would have actually liked him. All the other bachelors, I'm like, not a fan.
Okay, like,
I feel like that's such an awkward show. You're dating 30 people at one time.
wait, but has anybody noticed, like, as the seasons move on, you get closer in age to the people, and they actually, like,
It's so scary.
Yeah.
like, when they were showing Hannah B's people, I was like, oh my god, he's, like, probably, like, 22. Like, oh my god.
Hannah B's who?
Hannah B's guys.
Oh.
Like, the first 5 of them, like, 2 of them looked like they could still be in college.
Which I don't understand, like, unless you should be going on there if you're like 28 and you're
Okay,
not
I'm
married.
going on there the second I turn 21.
Oh, I know, same. I'm gonna.
No,
make
I
my
have a
idea to
10-year
take this spring break.
I
and
have
I'm
a
gonna
10
say,
Oh my god.
I have a 10-year plan, and if I'm not married with babies by the time I'm 26, like, my life is going to shambles.
You're going on The Bachelor.
I have to, like, no, I also, I have to date my boyfriend for at least 2 years, so basically I have to meet him this year or next year.
You have to. You guys are kind of scaring me a little.
No, like, I'm so
I'm
serious
dead ass
about
about going on
this.
the show.
Like, it's really bad that I feel this passionately about my marriage.
I mean, no, like, you should, but, like,
But if I really am this serious about it, maybe I should stop dating frat boys.
probably. You probably, frat boys are not going to be the
They're
people
never
to marry.
good. They all
Keith
smell the
is-
same. Have you noticed that?
No.
Probably like stand on the
They do.
line. They're like, okay, we're using this
They all
cologne
smell the
tonight.
same.
They
Oh
do
my God,
all
wait, so
smell.
I
the
use
same.
men's deodorant, and one day my roommate like went to go pick it up, and she picked up the wrong kind, and it was like 2 weeks after me and my ex broke up, and it was his deodorant. Like, it was his brand.
Throw it
And now every single
away.
time I like smell myself,
Get rid of
I
that.
smell like
What's
Sig
wrong with
Kai.
you? That's not a good smell to be.
Do you guys know Sig Kai?
No, but I just know.
I don't-
Margaret, we went there. That's where Shark Boy was.
Oh, absolutely not. That was fun. I fell on their ping pong table.
You know Jamin?
Bye. Thank you so much.
All right, have a great night. All right, so like I said, always funny to listen into other people's conversations for a little while. This one was actually a really fun and ride. Just the conversation was going back and forth all over the place. And at the very end there, talking about going on The Bachelor just to be on The Bachelor. Well, if you make it, good luck. Hopefully this was your start and your push, but if not, then hey, well, maybe you'll make it. Who knows? With that being said, though, that's the end of today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications for all of our upcoming videos. And remember, never drink and drive, always tip your driver, and we'll see you next time. Still watching? That's all right. This video might be over, but the fun doesn't have to be. Video up top, if you click that, that'll take you to the last video that we just did. And the video down below is what YouTube thinks you should watch. If you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button right over here, and we'll see you next time.